In my previous video, I have discussed about the application of derivatives in finding the intervals in which a function is either increasing or decreasing. In this video, I'll start with the next topic, maximum and minimum values of a function. So let us start with the problems of exercise 6.3 of chapter 6, application of derivatives from the book Applied Mathematics Class 12 by Yamal Agarwal. Find the maximum and minimum values if any of the following functions. The first one is f of x is equal to x square. So we have to find the maximum value f of x can take and the minimum value f of x can take if it is applicable for each of these functions. So the first one is f of x is equal to x square. Here we know that x square is greater than or equal to 0 for all values of x, which is a real number, x square is greater than or equal to 0. X square is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. It means the minimum value which x square can take is 0. And beyond that it can take 1, 2, 3 up to etc. or 0.001002 up to etc. All those values it can take. If we consider this function x square. So this means x square greater than or equal to 0 means the minimum value of f of x is 0 and the maximum value we cannot find. So we have to write minimum value of f of x is 0 and there is no maximum value. So we have f of x equal to x square greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. Therefore, minimum of f of x equal to 0 and no maximum value, because the maximum value can be infinity. So there is no maximum value and the minimum value which x square can take is 0. Now the next question, f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 the whole square plus 3. So here we can see that f of x is equal to this function. Here if we take 2x minus 1 the whole square, the minimum value of this is 0. Because when x is equal to 1 by 2, we have 2x minus 1 the whole square is greater than or equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 the whole square plus 3 will be greater than or equal to 0 plus 3. So here I am writing 2x minus 1 the whole square is greater than or equal to 0 when x is equal to half. So we can see that 2x minus 1 the whole square plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0 plus 3. So which means f of x is greater than or equal to 3. Here it means the minimum value which f of x can take is 3 and there is no maximum value. Here f of x, it is greater than or equal to 3 means it can take those values from 3 and beyond 3. So 2x minus 1 the whole square, the minimum of this function is 0. Therefore, minimum of f of x is equal to 0 plus 3, which is equal to 3 and no maximum value. Next question, f of x is equal to minus of x minus 1 the whole square plus 10. So here if we take x minus 1 the whole square, the minimum value of x minus 1 the whole square is 0. On the other hand, if we take minus of x minus 1 the whole square, it means The maximum value of minus of x minus 1 the whole square is 0. Let me write here. We know that x minus 1 the whole square is greater than or equal to 0, which means minus of x minus 1 the whole square is less than or equal to 0. Here it means minus of x minus 1 the whole square. It can take any value from 0 and those values which are less than 0. So the maximum value this function can take, minus of x minus 1 the whole square can take is 0. So here we have minus of x minus 1 the whole square, maximum is 0. Therefore, maximum value of f of x is 0 plus 10. So it is equal to 10, which means f of x can take a maximum value of 10 and no minimum value. So these are the steps for this question. Next question, f of x is equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2. When we have questions like this, we have to complete the squares first. If we complete the square, then it will be easy for us to solve the question. So here we have f of x is equal to 9x square plus here this is nothing but it is 3x the whole square. This is 3x the whole square, and 12x we can write it as 2 into 3x. So here to complete the square, it will be 3x square plus 12x. Here I am adding and subtracting 4. Here plus 4 minus 4, and this plus 2 I am writing it again here. Here we can see that 9x square plus 12x plus 4, it is nothing but 3x plus 2 the whole square, and here we have minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. So this is equal to 3x plus 2 the whole square, and this minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. So now it is very easy. Here the minimum value of 3x plus 2 the whole square is 0. So the minimum value of f of x is 0 minus 2. So the minimum value of f of x is nothing but minus 2 and no maximum value. So 3x plus 2 the whole square. Here the minimum value is 0. Therefore, minimum value of f of x is 0 minus 2, it is equal to minus 2. So minimum of f of x is minus 2 and no maximum value. Here the next question, f of x is equal to mod x. So we know that always the modulus of x is greater than or equal to 0, which means the minimum of this function is 0. Minimum of mod x is 0. Therefore, minimum of f of x equal to 0 and no maximum value. Next question, f of x is equal to mod of x plus 2 minus 1. So here we can see that mod of x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0, which means minimum of this mod of x plus 2 is 0, which means the minimum of the given function f of x is 0 minus 1, it is minus 1. So here the minimum of this function is 0 when x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, minimum of f of x is equal to 0 minus 1. It is equal to minus 1. So f of x attains a minimum value at minus 1. The minimum value of f of x is minus 1 and there is no maximum value. Next question, f of x is equal to 3 plus mod x. So here again, the minimum value of mod x is 0, which means minimum value of f of x is equal to 3 plus 0 or it is equal to 3. Therefore, minimum of f of x equal to 3 and no maximum value. I hope this video was useful for you. In my next video, I'll start with finding the maxima and minima using derivatives. Thank you for watching.